Most homes are practically inviting burglars inside, and you probably don't even realize it. The truth is that most homes have at least 5 glaring vulnerabilities that an experienced thief can exploit in less than a minute. That's all it takes, 60 seconds for someone to shatter your sense of safety and walk away with your valuables. Don't kid yourself into thinking it won't happen to you. Burglars target homes they see as easy, and right now, yours is an easy mark. Now here's the good news. Fixing these vulnerabilities doesn't require an expensive security system or hours of tedious DIY work. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars or rip apart your walls. Practical, affordable solutions are sitting on the shelves of your local hardware store. You can make your house tougher to break into with tools as simple as timers, reinforced locks, and better lighting. All it takes is 30 minutes and a little effort. That's it. Half an hour might just be the difference between a burglar passing by or breaking in. Here's something you need to know about burglars. They like to be in and out within 3 minutes. If it takes longer than that to break into your home, they'll likely give up and move on to an easier target. Your goal is to make those 3 minutes impossible for them to overcome. You want to force their hand, not with costly gadgets or high-tech solutions, but with smart, layered security strategies. Think about your home like a fortress. Defense needs to happen in layers. The outer layer includes your yard, driveway, and everything that can stop a burglar before they even reach your house. Then comes the middle layer. The entry points like doors and windows. These need to be strongly reinforced, creating real physical barriers. The final layer is the last line of defense inside your home, for situations where an intruder still manages to get in. Most homes fail at all 3 levels. This video will show you how to fortify every layer of your home in just 30 minutes. The solutions are simple. The results could save you from waking up to the aftermath of a break-in. It's time to stop leaving your house at risk. 1. Entry point security. Every burglar knows the weakest spot of your home is its entry points. That's your doors, your windows, and your garage. If any of these are left unsecured, you're handing criminals an invitation to clean you out. The good news? You can stop making their job so embarrassingly easy with a few quick fixes. It's time to walk through the critical steps to fortify these often overlooked vulnerabilities. Amen. Reinforced door strike plates. The strike plate on your door frame is what keeps the lock secure. Too bad most homes are built with strike plates anchored by flimsy half-inch screws. A determined teenager could kick that in, never mind a seasoned criminal. Replace those pathetic screws with 3-inch screws that anchor deep into the wall stud. This upgrade alone makes it significantly harder for anyone to force their way through your door. It's cheap, too. For a handful of pennies and 10 minutes of your time, you've added a frustrating roadblock for any would-be burglar. Think about it. If someone tries to kick in your door, they'll hit a strike plate reinforced with industrial-strength screws. They're more likely to sprain their ankle than get through. If you do one thing to secure your home's entry points today, make it this. B. Secure door hinges. You might have installed that deadbolt with pride, but if your door hinges are wobbling on short screws, it's all for nothing. Much like strike plates, door hinges that aren't properly secured are a glaring weak spot. Burglars can exploit them with minimal effort. The solution? Replace those tiny screws holding your hinges with longer, sturdier ones that anchor into the frame. 3-inch screws work here too. This isn't rocket science, it's basic mechanics. The stronger your hinges, the stronger your door's overall fortification. People ignore this detail all the time, and it costs them when their door gets popped open in seconds. Don't be those people. C. Window security film. Glass windows are a burglar's best friend. They can smash, grab, and be gone within seconds. You're probably thinking, what am I supposed to do, brick up all my windows? No, but you can make your windows far less of a liability by applying security film. This clear adhesive film keeps shattered glass in place, forcing burglars to waste time and create noise trying to break through. The beauty of this solution is twofold. First, it strengthens your windows and buys you precious time if someone tries to get through. Second, it's an extra deterrent. Noise is a burglar's worst enemy, and smashing a window lined with security film makes a racket. They're likely to give up and move on rather than hang around and risk getting caught. If adding window security film sounds like a hassle, it's not. You can grab a roll from any hardware store. Applying it takes all of 15 minutes, and your windows will instantly become a much harder target. D. Sliding glass doors. Sliding glass doors are another popular point of entry for burglars. They're often vulnerable because people don't bother to secure them properly. Luckily, fixing this issue doesn't require hiring a contractor. Grab a dowel rod or adjustable rod and place it in the track behind the sliding door. This blocks the door from moving even if someone manages to force the latch open. Want to go a step further? Install pin locks on your sliding doors. These locks prevent the door from being lifted off its track or opened beyond a certain point. With both of these measures in place, you've transformed what was once an easy target into something that would take some serious effort to bypass. Garage door protection. Your garage might be the easiest way into your home, especially if it's attached. Burglars love garages because most people don't think to secure them. One of their favorite tricks is the coat hanger hack, where they fish a hanger through the weather stripping and pull the emergency release lever. It's laughably simple and takes seconds, but it's easy to prevent. Here's how you stop it cold. Use a zip tie to secure the emergency release lever. This blocks the hanger trick without preventing you from using the lever when you need it. For added protection, consider installing a garage door shield, which makes accessing the lever nearly impossible without the correct tools. Double-cylinder deadbolts. If your doors have glass panels, you need to stop pretending a basic deadbolt is enough. A burglar can break the glass, reach through, and unlock the deadbolt from inside. Simple as that. Fix the problem by upgrading to a double-cylinder deadbolt. These require a key to unlock from both sides, meaning breaking the glass won't help an intruder unless they've also got the key. Sure, you might be grumbling about the inconvenience of needing a key to unlock the door from the inside, but weigh that against the headache of someone waltzing into your house after smashing a window. The choice is obvious. Here's the kicker. None of these solutions work as well alone as they do in combination. That's the whole idea behind layered security. You don't just reinforce your strike plate and call it a day. You secure the hinges, upgrade the deadbolt, apply window security film, and lock down your garage door. By creating multiple obstacles, you drastically increase the time it takes for someone to break in. And remember the golden rule for burglars? If it takes more than 3 minutes to get in, they usually give up. Securing your home doesn't have to be a drawn-out project or cost a fortune. If you focus on these entry point strategies, you'll make your home infinitely harder to target. Don't wait for a close call to take action. Fortify your doors, windows, and garage now, and start sleeping a whole lot easier. 2. Psychological deterrence. Burglars are just as human as the rest of us. They want the easiest target with the least hassle. That's where psychological deterrents come in. Instead of adding actual barriers, these tricks mess with a criminal's mind, making your house seem like far more trouble than it's worth. It's all about creating doubt and fear. Here's how you can make your home scream. Pick someone else. A. Fake dog setup. No one wants to risk tangling with an angry dog. Big dogs especially are a burglar's worst nightmare. Even if you don't own one, you can fake it convincingly. Start with a motion-activated barking dog alarm. These devices sound just like the real thing whenever someone approaches. Pair it with props to sell the illusion. Place a large, sturdy dog bowl near your door, preferably one that mentions something intimidating like killer or fang. Toss a few chewed-up toys in the yard and top it off with a heavy-duty chain leash. The message is clear. A gigantic dog is patrolling this property. This setup is dirt cheap and highly effective. Most burglars won't stick around long enough to figure out that the barking is coming from a battery-powered speaker instead of a living, breathing deterrent. They'll move on to a quieter and less risky target. B. Asymmetric lighting. Predictability is your enemy when it comes to home security. Burglars watch houses to learn routines, and static lighting schedules are a huge giveaway. To keep intruders guessing, use motion-activated lights outside. Choose models that allow you to adjust the sensitivity and coverage zones. The unpredictability of sudden light activation is unnerving. A burglar can't know whether they're dealing with a false trigger or someone poised to catch them red-handed. Inside your home, smart bulbs are your best friend. Set them to turn on and off randomly when you're away. A living room light switching on at odd intervals suggests someone is home and awake. Combined, these lighting tricks create confusion and make your house a high-risk target. C. Gravel and landscaping. Think about it. Burglars thrive on silence. The last thing they want is to make noise while creeping around your property. That's why adding gravel is so effective. Install a 6-foot-wide band of gravel around windows and doors. Anyone sneaking close will have no choice but to crunch with every step. For even more protection, plant thorny bushes like holly or rose shrubs directly under windows. A burglar isn't likely to climb through a window lined with sharp thorns. Together, gravel and strategic landscaping make approaching your home a noisy and painful ordeal. D. Subtle security signs. Sometimes, subtle is scarier than overt shows of force. Use small details to signal that your house is secure and well defended. Leave a pair of muddy work boots outside the door. They suggest someone strong and capable lives there. Stick security system decals on your windows, even if the system itself is bogus. Add a few neighborhood watch signs to further reinforce the idea that your area is under surveillance. These little touches create the impression that your home is more trouble than it's worth. A burglar doesn't need to confirm whether the boots belong to a burly construction worker or the signs refer to an active watch program. They'll see the hints and move along to a house with fewer risks. Hunger. Why psychological deterrents work? Psychological deterrents work because they plant seeds of fear in a burglar's mind. They don't require expensive equipment or complicated installations. Instead, they exploit the natural hesitation and caution burglars feel when they sense danger or difficulty. By using fake dogs, unpredictable lighting, noisy surfaces, and subtle visual cues, you create a layered mental barrier that's just as effective as a physical one. The best part? Most of these strategies can be implemented in under 30 minutes. They're quick, affordable, and incredibly powerful. Burglars don't want complications, and with these techniques, your home will feel like a problem they don't want to solve. Common security mistakes. You might think your home is safe because you've made a few upgrades or followed the basic advice, but all it takes is one weak link to unravel all of your efforts. Unfortunately, most people make security mistakes that are practically open invitations for burglars. The good news? These mistakes are avoidable if you know what to watch out for. It's time to address the gaps in your fortress and stop making it easy for criminals. A. Hiding spare keys. Think hiding a spare key under the mat or in a fake rock is clever? It's not. Every burglar on the planet knows these tricks. That cute little rock with a slot for your key might as well have a blinking neon sign that says "Burglars Welcome." If you're still leaving spare keys in obvious places, you're gambling with your safety. Instead, invest in a secure, weatherproof lockbox. Mount it discreetly outside your home and give the code only to trusted family members or friends. If you're lucky enough to have a reliable neighbor, it's even better to leave a spare key with them. Bottom line, stop relying on cut-rate convenience. Any would-be thief can outsmart a doormat. B. Social media oversharing. Your vacation photos don't just entertain your followers, they notify burglars that your home is sitting empty. Real-time posting gives away your plans to anyone scrolling by, including criminals who might be scouting for an easy target. It doesn't matter how private you think your account is. Once your absence is public knowledge, your house becomes fair game. The fix is simple. Share your trip photos after you're back home. If you absolutely can't resist documenting your latte art by the beach, adjust your privacy settings to make your posts visible only to close, trusted friends. You're protecting your memories and your home at the same time. C. Garage door openers in cars. Leaving your garage door opener in a car parked outside is just asking for trouble. Burglars can smash a window, retrieve the opener, and waltz right into your garage. From there, gaining access to your house is a breeze in many setups. You may as well hand over the keys with a smile. Stop the madness. If you can't park in the garage, at least take the opener inside when you leave the car. Better yet, upgrade to a smart garage door opener that's controlled through your phone. It's a small investment that eliminates the risk entirely. D. Leaving tools and ladders outside. Why would you hand a burglar the tools they need to break into your home? Leaving ladders and tools in your yard is like giving criminals a starter kit for their next heist. That ladder leaning against your shed? It's now their access point to your second-story window. The hammer you left out? Perfect for smashing your sliding glass door. Store all tools and equipment securely inside your home, garage, or a locked shed. Every item you secure closes another potential entry point. You lock your front door, so why leave a ladder open and ready for business? Cheap smart locks. Smart locks sound fancy, but not all are created equal. The bargain options you snagged online to save a few bucks might be easily hackable. And what's the point of a lock if a tech-savvy burglar can bypass it in seconds with their phone or a screwdriver? Invest in reputable brands that offer robust encryption and resistance to tampering. Look for locks with security certifications and read reviews thoroughly before making a purchase. Skimping on this critical barrier is like locking your front door but leaving the back wide open. F. Poor camera placement. Installing security cameras might make you feel safe, but if they aren't positioned correctly, they're doing little more than recording useless footage of the sky or your driveway's edge. Cameras that don't cover entry points or potential targets inside your home are practically useless. Make sure your cameras cover strategic areas like front doors, back entrances, garages, and any first-floor windows. Inside, position cameras to monitor rooms that house valuables. Adjust the angles to eliminate blind spots. A camera catching just the top of a burglar's head isn't going to help anyone solve a crime. G. Over-reliance on dogs. Dogs are great companions and can add a level of deterrence to your home security. But don't fool yourself into thinking your German Shepherd is a one-stop security system. Most burglars know how to trick or distract dogs. A couple of treats or a strong dose of pepper spray is often all it takes to neutralize your furry friend. Dogs are a piece of the puzzle, not the entire solution. Pair them with other security measures like cameras, reinforced doors, and motion lights. A dog should add to your safety strategy, not be the only thing standing between your family and an intruder. Hated security signs. That faded sticker on your window advertising a 10-year-old security company? It's not fooling anyone. Burglars know how to spot outdated signs, and instead of deterring them, it just signals that your system is probably either ancient or non-existent. Swap worn signs and stickers for generic ones that mention surveillance cameras or alarm systems without being tied to a specific company. If you have an actual alarm system, keep it up to date and functional. Outdated signs are the security equivalent of putting a "kick me" sign on your own back. By leaving lights on constantly, leaving a lamp on around the clock isn't a foolproof strategy. It's a dead giveaway that nobody's home. Unless you're someone who sits alone in a room with a single light on 24/7, spoiler alert, you're not. Burglars will see right through this tactic. Opt for timers or smart bulbs to create realistic lighting patterns. Program them to turn on and off in different rooms at varied times, mimicking normal behavior. The goal is to make it look like someone is actively moving around in the house, not setting a single bulb to on and hoping for the best. J. Avoid these rookie mistakes. Ignoring these common mistakes is like playing defense with no strategy. Burglars thrive on lapses in judgment, and every mistake you make is a golden opportunity for them. Don't assume locks, cameras, or a single deterrent is enough. Security is layered. It's about addressing every vulnerability, from the spare key under the mat to your poorly placed cameras. Take action today. Correct these mistakes and stop giving intruders easy access. Turn your home into the fortress it should be. It's your space. Defend it like it matters, because it does. 4. Smart security hacks. You don't need to drop thousands of dollars to make your home more secure. With a little creativity and some everyday tech, you can turn your house into a fortress without breaking the bank. These smart security hacks are simple, effective, and take almost no time to set up. Stop overthinking it and start protecting your home with these no-nonsense solutions. A million. ASOD smartphones as cameras. Those old smartphones collecting dust in your drawer aren't worthless. With apps like Alfred, you can turn them into fully functioning, motion-detecting security cameras. That phone you dropped in 2018 and never fixed? It can keep an eye on your entryways or monitor your backyard. Set it up on a stand, plug it in to ensure it stays charged, and you're good to go. The best part? You can monitor everything live from your current phone. This hack eliminates the need for expensive cameras, giving you a way to beef up your home surveillance using technology you already own. Burglars won't know what hit them when your junk drawer reject catches someone sneaking around. B. Dummy cameras. Not every security camera has to work to do its job. Dummy cameras are cheap, convincing, and make burglars hesitate. They don't know which ones are live, and that uncertainty is often enough to send them packing. Pair fake ones with real cameras for a mix of decoys and functional devices. Position them at obvious entry points like your front door, driveway, or backyard. The beauty of this hack is the psychological edge it gives you. Burglars aren't taking the time to figure out if the red light on your camera is real or fake. They'll simply move on to an easier target. For just a few bucks per dummy camera, you can blanket your home in an intimidating display of surveillance. C. Affordable doorbell cameras. High-expended doorbell cameras can cost a fortune, but you don't need anything fancy to monitor your front door. Affordable, motion-activated peephole cameras get the job done just fine. They capture footage, notify you of activity, and allow you to check who's at your door from your phone, whether it's an unexpected package delivery or someone scouting your property. These cameras keep you in the loop. Small, compact, and easy to install, this hack is an entry-level solution that doesn't skimp on functionality. You'll be surprised how much peace of mind a simple camera at your doorstep can provide. D. Smart outlets. Forget leaving lights on all day in the hopes of deterring break-ins. That only increases your energy bill and signals to experienced burglars that no one's really home. Instead, use smart outlets to control your lights, TVs, and even radios remotely. With a few taps on your phone, you can create the illusion of someone moving around inside. Set your living room light to turn on in the evening, have the TV play for an hour, and then switch to a bedroom lamp at bed. The unpredictable activity makes it look like someone is home, even if you're on vacation halfway around the world. Burglars hate uncertainty, and smart outlets take full advantage of that. Window alarms. Windows are a key vulnerability in most homes, and many people don't do enough to secure them. Enter window alarms. These inexpensive devices stick right onto your window frame and emit a loud, blaring alarm the second the window is opened. That kind of noise? It's the last thing a burglar wants to deal with. Not only do these alarms disrupt a burglar's plan, but they also alert you and your neighbors to potential danger. For under $20.00 per alarm, you can secure multiple windows and significantly reduce your home's appeal to intruders. F. Voice assistants. You bought that Alexa or Google Home to play music and remind you of your appointments. But guess what? It's also a surprisingly effective security tool. You can use voice assistants for a variety of security purposes, from simulating noise in your home to integrating with other smart devices. Set it to play dog barks, random conversations, or even vacuum cleaner sounds when you're not home. If you have motion sensors or smart cameras, you can program the assistant to make announcements like, "Motion detected in the backyard." Hearing something like that is enough to send a burglar scrambling. 5. Securing your home when away. When you're away, your house becomes an easy target if you're not careful. Burglars love nothing more than spotting a dead giveaway that a home is unoccupied. If that's what you're providing, you might as well hang a "Come Rob Me" sign on the front porch. Here's how to lock down every potential weak spot before you leave and ensure your home stays off the radar while you're gone. Simulate activity. Burglars look for signs of life. A house that's dark or eerily static screams, "Nobody's home." Don't give them that satisfaction. Use smart outlets to control lights, TVs, and radios, making it look like someone is always up and about inside your home. Program random on and off schedules for these devices. The more unpredictable, the better. But don't stop there. Adjust your blinds or curtains every day. Unmoving window coverings are just as obvious as a pitch-black house. Either program automatic blinds or coordinate with someone you trust to make subtle changes daily. These illusions create just enough uncertainty to deter any burglar keeping an eye on your property. B. Manage deliveries. Nothing shouts "We're on vacation" louder than a porch littered with Amazon boxes and an overflowing mail slot. Burglars see unclaimed packages as an open invitation. Combat this by stopping your mail and newspaper delivery before you leave. It's easy to do online and takes just a few minutes. If stopping deliveries isn't an option, ask a neighbor to collect them for you. A clean, empty porch is way less tempting and helps sell the ruse that someone's home. Don't assume no one's paying attention to that stack of boxes from your shopping spree. They are. C. Neighbor assistance. Speaking of neighbors, use them. The good ones are an invaluable asset when you're away. Ask them to park in your driveway occasionally to make it look like someone is coming and going. While they're at it, see if they'll take out your trash cans on pickup day and bring them back in afterward. Nothing screams vacation like trash bins sitting untouched for a week. If you'll be gone for a while, ask them to throw in some maintenance like mowing the lawn or shoveling snow. A tidy, lived-in appearance is what you're aiming for. But don't abuse their generosity. Lend a hand next time they need a favor in return. D. Social media discipline. This one's simple, but frequently ignored. Stop blasting every step of your vacation on social media. Those real-time updates about your tropical getaway are doing more than sparking envy in your followers. They're signaling to potential burglars that your house is empty. Wait until after you're home to post your photos. And if you absolutely must share in the moment, restrict who can see your posts. Tighten up your privacy settings so only trusted friends gain access. Otherwise, you may be inviting trouble in ways you didn't intend. E. Pre-trip walkthrough. Before you set foot out the door, Do a thorough walkthrough of your home. This isn't the time to be lazy. Hide any visible valuables. Close and lock all your windows and doors, even the ones you never use. Make sure your security cameras are functional and point them at the right places. If you don't have cameras yet, now's the time to install them. Don't forget about the smaller but important details, like securing sliding glass doors with a rod or pin lock. Every entry point needs to be secure. This isn't a game of probability, it's your home. Treat it like it matters. F. Thermostat settings. People do dumb things with their thermostats before leaving. Turning it off entirely? Rookie mistake. Extreme changes in temperature inside your home can trigger condensation on the windows or affect the thermostat display, making it blatantly obvious that no one is around. Instead, adjust the settings to save energy without being obvious. Keep the temperature just at or slightly below the norm for the season. Modern smart thermostats can even mimic normal temperature changes like you'd make if you were home. The goal is to avoid flags that scream empty house while keeping things energy efficient. 6. Emergency planning. If you think a simple lock on your front door is enough to protect you in an emergency, you're dead wrong. When a serious situation arises, whether it's a break-in, natural disaster, or any other crisis, every second counts. That's where emergency planning comes in. No one likes to think about potential worst-case scenarios, but failing to prepare guarantees you'll be caught off guard when it matters the most. Here's how to equip yourself and your family for situations that go sideways. A safe room setup. First things first, designate a safe room in your home. No, it doesn't need to be some high-tech Hollywood bunker, but it does need to be secure and practical. Pick a room with a solid door. Better yet, upgrade to a door with metal reinforcement and reinforced hinges. Pair it with a security bar or brace to make it nearly impossible for someone to kick their way in. Inside your safe room, keep essentials that could make all the difference in a crisis. A charged phone is non-negotiable. This is your lifeline to call for help, and it needs to be ready at a moment's notice. Stash a backup phone too, just in case the primary one fails or runs out of battery. Add a flashlight with extra batteries, because the last thing you want is to be fumbling blindly in an already stressful situation. A first aid kit isn't a bad idea either. Injuries happen fast when panic sets in, and being able to address them immediately can save lives. This space is not just for natural disasters. If someone breaks into your house or you feel under immediate threat, this safe room buys you time to contact the authorities and stay out of harm's way. B. Family training. A plan is useless if your family doesn't know how to follow it. This isn't the time for vague instructions or assumptions. Gather everyone in the household. Even kids can and should be involved. Create a clear emergency plan and practice it until it becomes second nature. Decide on a code word to signal danger without tipping off an intruder. Keep it simple, unique, and easy to remember. Regular drills are essential. Practice scenarios like what to do if someone breaks in while everyone's asleep, or how to safely evacuate in case of a fire. Familiarity breeds calm, and the last thing you need during an emergency is chaos. Everyone in your home should know exactly where to go and what to do. No hesitation. C. Emergency communication. When the unthinkable happens, your next move is crystal clear. Get on the phone with emergency services immediately. If you can get to your safe room, lock yourself in and dial 911. Stay calm, clearly provide your address, and don't hang up. Stay on the line until the operator explicitly tells you to hang up. They can offer real-time advice and dispatch help faster if you're actively communicating. If you can't speak freely because someone's in the house, many 911 systems allow you to text emergency services. Learn what options are available in your area before you need to use them. R. D. Documentation. Protecting yourself during a crisis also means being prepared for the aftermath. You may not be able to prevent every disaster, but you can control how you recover. Take the time to document all your valuable possessions. Photograph anything of high value, from electronics to jewelry, and record their serial numbers. Store these details in a secure location, like a cloud-based service, so they're accessible no matter what happens to your home. This might sound tedious, but when you're filing an insurance claim or trying to retrieve stolen property, this documentation becomes invaluable. Without it, good luck proving ownership or the value of what's missing. Utility knowledge. Your home's utilities can either be a blessing or a disaster during an emergency. A gas leak during a break-in or a burst pipe during a natural disaster can turn a bad situation into something catastrophic. That's why every single member of your household should know how to shut off the water, gas, and electricity. Locate your utility shut-off points today, not when you're panicking in the middle of a crisis. Practice turning them off so it becomes second nature. Label each point clearly for anyone who might need to use them. This simple knowledge could save lives and prevent large-scale damage to your home. F for meeting spot. When you're forced to leave your home in an emergency, confusion can quickly compound the chaos. Don't leave anything to chance. Designate a meeting spot outside the house where everyone can regroup. It should be far enough away to ensure safety, but close enough to be easy to reach. A neighbor's house or a specific tree down the block works well. Make sure every family member knows this spot like the back of their hand. Practice evacuating to it during drills to iron out potential issues ahead of time. The goal is simple. If the house isn't safe, you've got a go-to location where everyone can be accounted for quickly.